Hello! My theory was correct. There was a new update. So my theory was correct this whole time. A new update appeared. So, this will change the... Actually, we can't actually properly change the date sign because sand and cobblestone have been temporarily removed. So I don't actually have the cobblestone to change the date. One thing. It is summer. We have reached summer. So, like celebration for some people, I guess. Yeah, Father's Day is, I think it actually might be tomorrow. But yeah. So we need to be extremely careful with the cobblestone because, we don't actually have access to it at the moment. But yeah. Let's just change the date sign. Let's talk about the patch now. There's two new blocks, sponges and glass. So glass, you can actually see through. And sponges, I believe they soak up water, so we're gonna have to try that in a different spot. Yeah, we have updated the update sign, and then we will see how these sponges work. So yeah, another thing, the texture of water has changed. It's like this now. You place it down and it just removes water. So if it removes it in 3 dimensions, we'll have to go in deeper water to test that out. Yeah, the water texture, there was issues with Z fighting, which I'm not sure. I can definitely see it, but I'm not sure if your resolution will be different, if you'll be able to see it or not. So yeah, I guess you can do that. Oh, what am I gonna make this out of? Yes. At the bottom, instead of the blocks being in the corner, they're actually in this little hotbar at the bottom. So the blocks are in the hotbar now. So there was an attempted 100 FPS cap, but the cap didn't account. So the cap was meant for monitors with a certain refresh rate display, right? I'm pretty sure it was 24 or something like that. And it didn't account for the fact that I have a 60 Hz refresh display, even though my videos are in 30 FPS. I record it in 60 FPS. I record in 30 FPS. I see it in 60 FPS. But I don't think that was accounted for. So the result is my FPS limit is actually like 240, basically. So we're just gonna go through here and replace the windows with glass, since it's actually intended to be glass. It might not, it couldn't be leaves. Hopefully, we'll have more than, hopefully the sand and cobblestone will actually come back. I said temporarily because I'm pretty sure this won't stay forever. Like, no sane person would just remove features that people actually use and weren't just experimental, you know? Yeah, liquids are animated. Now we gotta get to this window through the maze. It's this way. Oh, gonna have to place that. I broke through cobblestone. Yeah, we're cheating, but it's my maze, so I can do whatever I want. What else is there? This is, a lot of patch notes. Level saving is actually kind of broken, so we might have some problems related to that. What I do might not work. We can make this. Sponges, that's the grand prize. It's gold. How do we get out? Oh, what else is there? So, humans' heads, they're not normal. The heads are backward. And also kind of weird to look at up close. So, yeah, all the textures are basically inverted. A lot of the bugs with people's skins were fixed. There were some bugs related to interpolation. At least that's what Notch said. I don't even know what interpolation is, so I can't really speak on that issue. One texture is broken, and there is a broken system timer. So, essentially what that means is, on servers, like you're playing with other people, you're gonna be walking a bit faster, and it's like 3 times as fast basically. Overall, I'd give this update an 8 out of 10. It introduced some new blocks. You've been looking for that for a while. Changed some textures. Gave the new blocks actually utility purposes, which it's like you don't just place them down. Like you place them down and it changes stuff with the sponges. See, you can see transparent. It's like transparent and stuff. And yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10. I would give it a 9 out of 10. But the couple bugs, and also I can't use cobblestone anymore, which is kind of sad. And an ode to the broken system timer, because you actually go 2.5 times as fast as usual. Let me pull up a calculator. We will do this for only, we will only do this for 24 minutes as an ode to the broken system timer. So, yeah. Now we have actual windows, no more leaf windows. I guess we can replace, so some things were intended to be white, but some were actually intended to be yellow. Like that type of yellow. It's the sponge and not the sand. So everything that's that type of yellow and above will stay sand, but everything else turn into sponge. So these little blinker things, I don't know what they're called, on the highway, these are going to be yellow now. And that's just one example. Now we can't actually make a new pyramid with the new blocks, because some of them are disabled, so it's going to end up being the exact same height. It's just going to be basically just slightly different. So yeah. I don't really care what color those are. I'm not going to replace all of that because it just won't be worth it. I just needed to wait a tiny bit, and then I had the sponges to remove a water source. Just had to wait a tiny bit. But it's too late. I think I might replace this top one because the oranges are like kind of yellowish at the top. So I think we might replace the top of these oranges with this as well. It's not that it was really ever that orange to begin with. It's more light brown, but it doesn't really matter that much. I want the patch notes. Let's see what happens when I actually try to load this level. So it did indeed load up. It just took a little while. It just took longer than it normally would. I think that might be the bug, like saving takes longer than it's supposed to. But yeah. What else is there? There's not really much to do, I mean. Even though those just showed up a new update. And it's probably going to be a long wait before we get a not faithful update, before we get another update like this. So, we can add stuff to the hollow blocks. Sponges and glass. Sponge, glass, sponge, glass, sponge, glass, sponge, glass. We might actually replace the highway with glass, actually. We'll replace the cobblestone of the highway with glass because the reasoning. So, if we replace it with that, then it'll let glass go over it. One reason. But, oops. Another reason to do it is you could see what you're doing underneath. Yeah, I think we might get started on replacing those. Of course, assuming the glass doesn't get removed in the next update. Although, I bet there's a good maybe 3 or 4 days before the next update. That's my prediction. You know, like 3, 4, maybe a whole week for the next update. Who knows? Unless it's just gonna be a small update. So leave your opinions in the comments. When do you think the next update will be? Luckily, they didn't remove dirt because I use this for terraforming so often. So you place these new blocks in the hollow blocks, sponge and glass. And let's just start replacing this highway. Not sure how long doing this will take. We're actually 2/3 through the session because of the 24 minutes thing that I was talking about. But, yeah. Also, I was correct in that the glass does glow underneath. Oh, that's interesting. Water on this side is different than the water on this side. Appears the water outside the border is non-animated. The water on this side is animated. Pretty sure that also uses the old texture. I guess the old texture isn't animated and the new texture is animated. It's the big difference. I guess the new water is also darker. I think I could just walk through. Nah. Also, something funny. When you look through glass, it selects, which also happens to remove the translucent property of water. So when you look through glass, all the water that you're looking through disappears. All the water that you're looking through the glass to look at, I'll add. Here's a better look because I know the other side there was actually a border. Now you can quite literally see the water change texture. One is animated and one is not. Huh. Interesting. So if we do this, when this goes through, yeah, it turns animated for some reason. This also doesn't affect the ones on the side. Or the ones out there. That's weird. Well, that'll be it for this episode. because of the broken system clock. Bye.